Welcome back to the Outer Worlds. We're in Amber Heights, home of the Iconoclasts, and we spoke with Rose at the end of the last episode and learned a little bit about the place. Unfortunately, she did not have a pamphlet to share with us. But that's okay, we kind of get the gist of what's going on around here. I mean, look, here's an Iconoclast rioter right here.
Get a whiff of that sweet sulfur air.
Oh, is that what I'm smelling?
Hope Zora sends me out next.
Okay.
This armor itches something awful.
It does look pretty itchy.
Ugh, my stomach.
I'm sorry. Here is a vending machine here. This dude's just sitting here on the porch of this closed place.
You meditate today? If not, you should.
Not a big fan of their outfits. They're kind of weird looking.
Ugh, my stomach.
What's going on over here? Oh, Bronson. Ooh, here's something to read. Let's read it. Request list. Bronson maintains a record of strange special equipment requests beyond the normal firearms, ammunition, and medicine that the Iconoclasts burn through at an alarming rate. Most of his list is crossed out, but a few items haven't yet been fulfilled. Zora, Force Melt Bright Gel, may not actually exist. Graham, Dissident Hunter number 17. Huxley, Anti-Cleo Wrapped Begone, also may not actually exist. Huxley, any book on terminal repair. Carl, Primal Glue Adhesives. Okay, is that stuff that we could actually find and bring to this guy? Let's talk to Bronson.
Welcome to the Emporium. I'm Bronson.
Hey Bronson, how's it going, man? Let's see here. Anything I can do to help you out?
Yeah, plenty. If you're the type to fix a thing or two, I've got a couple reports I need to follow up on. The pipes up on Milton's house burst. Someone needs to shut them off. Then there are the cables outside the bar. A sprat chewed through them, and now they're spitting lightning. Then there's the old guardhouse, outside town on the way to the old Bayside Terrace. Someone needs to reset the comms breaker there.
Slow down, dude. That's a lot. Things are really falling apart around here, it sounds like.
That's one way to look at it. Another is, those are the only things in this whole fucking town that are broke. Maybe we appreciate that.
Jeez. Okay, gosh. Good point. All right, I'll let you know when they're done.
I ought to tell you, most of these systems are routed through one of our terminals. You might be able to handle some of them remotely if you know your way around a computer. We sent Milton out to check on the comms tower a while ago. Ain't heard back. I'd wager he got 8.
Okay. Where is this terminal anyway?
Up the hill. It's right on the cliff's edge.
Okay, well, thanks for the tip. Alright, well, there was a new quest for old Bronson there. A quest called, what? What is the name of the quest? Odd Jobs. You have been asked by the locals at Amber Heights to assist with some repair work throughout the area. We can reroute the electrical wiring. There is a dangerous electric current firing from some electronics on the side of the bar up the hill. Flip the switch to reroute the electricity. Restore the guardhouse communications. The guardhouse's communication network is on the fritz. Reset the breaker on the side of the structure. And vent the steam flow. Steam pipes are about to burst atop Milton's house. Turn the pressure regulator on to safely vent them. If we look on the map, here's one of the things here, here's one of the things here, and here's one of the things here. This one is actually probably outside of the place, maybe. Yeah, I don't know. Let's look at this vending machine and see if there's anything cool in there. Board approved, board sponsored. So this is actually a board vending machine. And here we've got some weaponry, I got a level 18 gun. And some shears here, but I'm not really interested in any of this stuff. Bullets and things. Nothing quest related here. Do I have anything to sell? Yeah. Sell this. And this. And this. And this. I'm just selling this crap. Did I have any armor I wanted to sell? Let's see. We got this thing. This gives us defense skills. Do I have a defense skills already? Although I don't know if I really see myself throwing on some defense skill armor in the middle of battle. So, let's just sell that. It's only level 9 anyway. Okay, let's keep looking around. Boy, Felix looks bored. He's like, oh my gosh, can we go now, Dad? Nothing back here. There's a chair here. Okay. Oh, here we go. Is this stealing? You would think it would be. Well, there's nothing in it, so we'll never know. What's up?
All I'm saying is it ain't worth it. It's gonna taste like sulfur all the same.
Nuh-uh. Taro's got that sweet blood.
So? You gotta boil it or you'll get sick. Then all that sweetness takes the air anyhow.
Nah, don't boil it. We're gonna get sick all the same. Might as well enjoy it.
Don't boil. Do you want the runs?
Better than tasting sulfur and dirt every damn day.
Tough decision. I was talking about taros. Those flying things. What's up, guys? How's it going? A rioter, a revolutionary, and a revolutionary.
Move along.
Oh, well, you move along. Huh, I could just pick this up. It wouldn't be stealing. Apparently they don't loot their raptidons when they kill them. Okay, this one, however, is stealing. Now let's look around this place.
The infamous Amber Heights.
Yeah, what about it? That's it? That's all you got to say about it?
Yeah, boss?
Nothing? Okay. I mean, open this building, man. You get a whole building. You can expand into that building. Doesn't need to be closed. Here's a workbench. Use workbench. We are going to modify our assault rifle. We're going to install a mod on it. And the mod is called Magnum. That will increase the magazine size from 6 to 9. I am going to install this. Yes. Okay, our magazine size is now 9. I am very excited about that. Yes, I am. As far as tinkering goes, this weapon here, I could get it up to level 19, maybe? It's very expensive, but I'll do more damage with it. And I am the one who's doing the work, mostly, on my team now. They basically just sit there and watch me shoot people from afar. So if that's the case, I need to do as much damage per shot as possible.
Stripped. Boy, damn things. Bronson ain't gonna take stripped screws.
What's going on, man?
Hey. Huh? I don't have time for this.
Okay. Stripped Bronson ain't gonna take stripped screws, alright. Was he looking for things to sell or give to Bronson? Is that what's going on there? Ooh, look at this. A heavy machine gun. He may have eyes in the back of his head, so we'll just leave that be. Well, let's just go ahead and walk into this guy's house. Hey, Dan, how's it going?
Get a whiff of that sweet sulfur air.
There's a terminal in here. Ooh, look. Examine. Marked magazine. In this copy of Dissident Hunter, the hero braves the dangerous hellhole that is Monarch. Numerous edits are scratched into the text, and a number of the villainous dissidents have had mustaches and hats drawn onto them. Let's look at this terminal. This is Huxley's terminal stayout. This means you. Error. Due to external damage, this device can no longer store more than 4 logs. Please contact your assigned terminal engineer to replace the storage device. Currently available entries. Dear Diary, Graham taught me how to meditate today. You close your eyes and you breathe in real deep and try not to cough. Then you just listen to yourself. You know how sometimes you'll be hiding from a mant queen and you're trying to be quiet, so you focus real hard on your breathing and you can hear your heartbeat and you think How can this Mantiqueen not even hear me? And all of a sudden you have to sneeze and it reminds you of that time when you were coming back with a delivery, and as you were putting it on Zora's table you sneezed and it slipped and a bunch of things broke? Meditating is like that, only you're supposed to think of these things on purpose. Graham calls it, I don't remember what he calls it, something. He says, it's your own eternal truth bubbling up to the surface, and the things you remember are what you're supposed to focus on and try and improve. When we meditated, I mostly remembered that sitting on rocks hurts. Maybe I'm supposed to toughen up my tailbone. Why did I make that noise? Dear Diary, Zora is really smart, but you know what? Sometimes she can be such a bitch. I was supposed to get some info for her from Cascadia, but I couldn't find a way over without going through Marauders. So I gave up and stopped in at Fallbrook to pick up some supplies instead. While I was there, Chastity dropped in for a few games of whist. She's so cool. She's always playing games there. When I lose bits, I get really upset. I don't have much, so losing what I have, it hurts, you know. But Chastity can drop thousands on a single game, and she's fine. Well, sometimes she drinks a bit and slams the table and storms out, but still, mostly she's cool about it, and I admire that. Anyway, when I got back, Zora yelled at me because I was a little late. Something about medicine not getting here fast enough. Sigh. Graham just said to try not to lose track of time on my next run, and I promised I would. See, that's how you teach someone. Don't gotta yell and make them feel bad. Poor guy. Dear Diary, today Zora gave me permission to buy ammunition from Bronson. I don't think I want to, but she said I should just in case. But guns are really loud. I'd rather just run away than shoot one. Still, I'm kind of proud. Zora said it was like a promotion for something I found in the wilderness. I think it's a code for a door, but I'm not sure why it's important. I can't even get near the place without getting attacked. I asked her what a promotion is, and she smiled in a really sad way and told me I shouldn't worry about it. Dear Diary, this will be my last entry. Sorry, Diary. You've been a very good listener, but our time has come to an end. This terminal was making a horrible beeping noise yesterday, and someone smashed it while I was out, and now I can't save more diaries. Milton can't fix it, and plus he says I should stop coming into his house to write when he's not around. Whoever smashed poor terminal, if you're reading this, sucks sulfur. Is my engineering 55 or higher? It looks like it. My engineering is a whopping 60, thanks to Ellie. Yes. Well, let's repair his terminal. Why not? Cracks me up that he's walking into somebody else's house to do this. Let's fix it. Storage capacity increased. Logs prior to the most recent 4 entries are unretrievable, but new entries may now be saved. Well, we'll have to come back later and see if there's new diary entries here.
You meditate today? If not, you should.
Not a very private bathroom there. Do you two guys live in here? Because there's only one bed and it's very small. Can I get back there? I can. Am I going to be able to get out is a different question. I don't think anybody will see me take this stuff. Yeah, we could get out of here, no problem. Whoops, what the... That was weird, I jumped backwards because she took my spot. Alright. Let's see what's up here. How's it going?
Huh. I don't have time for this.
It ain't right. How many good folk we gonna lose to our missions?
That's just the way of it. We gotta earn our keep out here.
That don't mean we ought to be following her into the jaws of a Mantiqueen.
You'd rather sit on your thumbs and starve?
No. All I'm saying is she gotta be more careful throwing away lives like that.
Yeah, she got to be more careful. Ah, yes. There's my favorite view. Well, there's more raptidons just hanging out here. Dead ones, that is.
Oh, fuck's sake. I'm gonna lose my lunch.
Okay, what's going on, man?
Hey.
Oh, I'll help myself to that meat. That way you don't have to lose your lunch. Got another tent here. Salon Club. King. Thirlwall. Ellerton. Cabinet question. Okay. What's going on back here? Anything cool? Not really. I did see these stairs back here, so let's go up them and see if there's anything cool up these stairs. The lighting is so weird on this place. Ooh, a mag pick. I don't think anybody will see me take it. What's going on in here? Oh, it's sealed. What's all this sealed business? Oh, a pulse hammer. Okay, I could sell that. Somebody's going to leave it sitting there. Huh? What? Oh no. Examine. Current patients. Ezekiel, manti infested. Tired, or tried. Antibiotics, no effect. Alcohol poisoning, no effect. Acid drip, no effect. Current status, no longer with us. Ronnie, fractured ankle left. Current status, splinted. Reset, recovering. Ivers, multiple bullet wounds, chest, arm right, leg right. Current status, no longer bleeding out, but a couple shells still remain. Recovery unlikely. Milsid, acid burns, face, hand left, arm left. Current status, ointments, gauze, and a lot of booze. Okay. Oh, hey, what's up? You okay? Is she dead? She's not moving. None of these guys are moving. Okay. They are just as still could be. Let's shut the door here. And let's help ourselves to their goodies. I mean, I need money, man. Money's very important. And if there's stuff in here, well then by golly, I could take it and then I could sell it and I could make money. That's my strategy here. And these guys aren't paying attention anyway. So, it's okay.
Hope Zora sends me out next.
Yeah, me too. What's going on in here? Drino's sitting here. Why don't you guys get in here so I can shut this door? Oh, there's some mag picks here too. Well, I don't dare take those. Right in view of those guys. This way. This is like a little bar here, maybe? Borstwurst.
Coming your way.
Can anybody see me? Pardon me, coming through. Oh, it's a neat little place. Got some darts here for the dartboard up there. Cool signs. Glacial age water bottled at the purest source. Welcome relief here. Drink efficiently. Sure. Let's see what's going on in here. Oh, okay. Not even a barkeep, just a regular old Iconoclast agitator here. Got anything cool behind the bar? Doesn't look like it.
Carry on. Hey.
Okay. Well. Can't interact. Can't buy anything. Guess we won't have a drink here, huh? Let's see what's going on up here.
A manta queen.
Oh.
Yeah. We felled it, mind. But we lost 2 runners and 5 gun hands.
A total failure, then. So much for the ruins.
And hell only knows where the Van Noys are. They never showed.
I'm sure they're... let's talk later. It seems we have company.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? So this is Zora and Graham, the two leaders here. And how weird is it that there's just a couple of mag picks sitting here all enticingly? So they were talking about, I guess, a group that went out to fell a Manta Queen, but everybody died. So it was a failure. And then they mentioned the Van Noys, whoever they are. Graham and Zora. We'll get to them. What's this? Oh man, nothing I can't look at. Nothing I can look at. That's what I meant to say. Well, I see the word monarch there on the left, it looks like. That's really interesting. I mean, you could almost read that. I think I see Tartarus down at the bottom there. That definitely says monarch. I'm not sure what we're looking at here, though. Wish I could read more of the words. Looks like maybe somebody's name. I think I may see a Jason there. Maybe a Matt. Huh. I don't know why I'm so interested in that. Ooh, a terminal. I like looking at terminals. Let's look at this terminal. Welcome to Graham Bryant's personal conglomeration of notes, theories, and findings regarding philosophism and how it informs our lives. I have organized into 3 categories. The Iconoclasts, the Halcyon colony, and the universe. He does not like to use commas, does he? Access files on the Halcyon colony. The board's lies. The board vastly overestimates their authority and grasp on power. Without the Earth Directorate's military might to back them up, they would not be able to maintain their life-draining grip on the colony's throat. They spread lies and misinformation to confuse and oppress the masses. Perhaps that's one of the reasons they have not allowed any colony ships since the Hope's disappearance. They've had 70 years to condition their good little workers to follow their directives unquestionably. Or unquestioningly, however you want to say that. Their lives become more and more transparent as the years pass, and will soon be too obvious for even the most deluded colonists to see. The oppression must end. A man from Byzantium told us of an acquaintance who had been arrested for carrying philosophist texts. How do you say that word? Philosophists, I guess. Not teaching, not evangelizing, just carrying. They oppress any truth that threatens their corrupt structure. Is this what we want? Do we want to live in a society where we can be sent to Tartarus for our beliefs? No. Their workers' minds are poisoned, their will shackled, their dreams hamstrung. This can stand no longer. We must tear this entire regime down. The dangers of a corporate society. I hope to someday publish a greater work in which I can more expansively lay out what is so clear to me that our society's obsession with a corporate-run life has stifled and crippled humanity's ability to grow. Alas, for now, I can only collect my scattered thoughts into this barely functional machine. In my younger and more vulnerable days, I bought into the attraction of a corporate ladder, a measured, quantifiable way with which to judge oneself against one's peers. It provided motivation, meaning. Yet my spirit longed for more than just a paycheck. It yearned to reach out and connect with my fellow man. It sought a connection. It sought kin. It sought a familial unit. The corporations claim they are that familial unit, but they treat us like pets. We beg for scraps at the table, and if they are so kind as to drop one, we praise the ground they tread on while they usher us into kennels called homes. We attach ourselves to contractually obligated familial units, strangers to whom we share no more connection than the employers seeking to empower themselves by our unions. We bear children out of obligation to our executives who demand a constant workforce. We slave away in the vain hope that someday we too will be like those executives, until the day we die and are processed, burned, and filed away as another tick on a human resources paperwork. We have built ourselves into a cold, unthinking, efficient machine, and in doing so have abandoned all the warmth humanity is capable of. I weep for us all. Sanjar, and the betrayal of his truth. I often recall my former friend who once sought to dismantle the corporations, as I still do. When he took ownership of our corporation, I held him in such contempt. I called him a coward, a betrayer. He was becoming the very thing we hated. Now I'm not so sure. Recently, I've come to accept that his heart was more closed than mine. I cannot expect every man to be able to open himself to the eternal truth as I have. Some are just not capable. And so it is a tragic that he is weaker than I'd hoped, that he cannot fight for a cause. I can empathize with tragedy. Should the day come when the metal of our spirits clash against one another, that empathy will shield me from guilt. Like the board, he now stands across our path, arms crossed, stubbornly resistant to the eternal truth. Like the board, he spreads, nay, celebrates the poison that cripples our society. Like the board, his stubbornness will only blind him to his inevitable fall. Tragic. Access files on the Iconoclasts. Personal thoughts regarding Zora. For someone who is so committed to the Iconoclast way, I fear that Zora is slipping off the true path. More and more often, I fear her attachment to the materialism of our oppressors sways her decisions more than the search for the guiding truth that will save us. She often tells me that our people are hungry. I agree. Their spirits long for fulfillment, a much more powerful power than any pang of an empty gut. Teaching notes. Of all the things to motivate a person, I'm finding freedom has been the most powerful. Many of them still remember being slaves to the corporate structure. Recalling those painful memories lights their fire anew. A man from Fallbrook stopped through on his way to Stellar Bay. After thumbing through our pamphlet, he asked me how we can survive without money. I found an appropriate metaphor in gas masks. When clearing a mantis swarm nest, we wear masks to ward off poisonous fumes. Even after the nest is cleared, the fumes may remain for some time. Thus, we wear the masks until we are safe to breathe. Until the very last dregs of our poisonous corporation society are gone, the attachment to bits will remain. Though their use is uncomfortable, and though they stifle our spirit just as the masks are ill-fitting and limit our vision, we must persist with them until we can cast them aside. Shifting priorities. As our numbers grow, I find that more and more of our population turns to the written word of my pamphlets. I am happy to continue making them, but I must find a more efficient way to print and distribute this reading material. I wonder if that old printing press might be convinced to run once more. Wouldn't that be something? To return to my duties as editor in a publication, only this time of my own control, and not stifled by the rules and regulations of style guides and grammar books. Nobody will tell me where to put a comma. I'll put them where they belong, as decreed by the eternal truth. Well, you might want to study that a little bit more there, buddy. And then finally, access files on the universe. Influence drift. When I realized the truth of philosophism, I immediately wondered how I can be the first to recognize the poisonous spiral that has shaped our society. Then one day I was talking to, of all people, Huxley. She once lamented that she'd like nothing more than a pet canid. I confessed to know very little about animal behavior, as I am much more concerned with the animal that is mankind, but I stressed that I didn't think such a thing was possible. She let it go, but some weeks later, Zora reported the strangest thing, stories of a marauder with a canid follower. I don't know if it had been cited here or on Terra 2, but I immediately thought of Huxley and her reckless, wild imagination. I wondered if she had told other people, and if word had spread of the possibility until it wriggled its way into the mind of marauders somewhere. Ideas are insidious. If even a marauder, mindless husk that it is, can be convinced of an idea, there must be hope for the workers of this colony, poisoned as they are against the eternal truth. If we can shout so loudly that the truth inches its way into the collective consciousness, I am confident that it will spread to the rest of the cosmos. The suppression of the truth. It is very difficult to face the eternal truth, that everything happens for a reason, that life and everything in it is the will of the cosmic consciousness, can be a terrifying one. There is an urge among us all to control the parameters of one's life. This urge is so powerful that it suppresses the eternal truth simply by existing. Mankind has not shed the weight of its own shackles, and so I find that spreading philosophism is unnecessarily difficult. But the universe cannot suppress it forever. Biology changes, creatures adapt and evolve. We overcome our urges for the better of our species. Someday our minds will be born open to this idea. Until then, I must not abandon hope. Interesting stuff. Well, I feel like we're ready to go out here and talk to Graham and Zora. Perhaps we should start with Graham, since he is the leader after all.
A stranger comes to our home. If you're looking for a path to walk, you've found one. If you're looking for a teacher, I am one. Welcome to the Iconoclasts.
Let's see, what do you teach? Or I'm told you're out of pamphlets, it's a shame. Or this is Amber Heights. I expected more altars or incense or both. I don't know. What do you teach, dude?
The truth that I have come to learn and embrace since shedding the corporate yoke. Out here, we survive by the sheer strength of our spirit. We have no need for the endless rules and red tape of a corporate structure.
We do seem to burn through endless ammunition and medical tape, though.
Yes, well, such is life. Our descendants will enjoy safety and luxury, but our generation is the foundation on which that future is built. Now, why have you come?
Well, I'm just looking for ways to help the people here. Anything need doing. I want to know more about your teachings. Why don't you tell me about the Iconoclasts?
I heard about you. You're trying to change the colony, right? Transform the soul and character of Halcyon.
Right you are, my boy. Soon every man, woman, and child will experience their own spiritual awakening under my guidance. The Iconoclasts are free folk. We live under our rules, motivated by our own beliefs, all petals on the same flower of enlightenment. Meanwhile, the board strangles the will of its workers. It is the penultimate exercise of a poisoned society where people are enslaved by a corporate ladder. We seek to replace their way of life with ours. Philosophism is the key to unlocking their shackles.
Oh, yeah? Let's see. Well, the rest of the colony thinks your way is insane, or is this why the board has cordoned off Monarch? Or, from what I've seen, I have to agree anarchy would be better, or it'd be dangerous to let anarchy run rampant. Well, I certainly don't like the board. From what I've learned about it, it sounds pretty oppressive. But if these guys are talking about anarchy, I don't see that being any better. Now, we know that, well, is this the real reason the board is cordoned off Monarch? I wonder.
Oh, yes. Gunships hover in our skies, ready for the day they decide to come to our doors waving banners of war. The perception of visionaries is often tainted by the lies of their oppressors. A sad state of affairs, to be sure. All right.
All right. I've heard people mention an Amber Heights massacre. Have I? What happened?
I'm sorry. As long as it's been, I'd still rather not speak of it. That was a painful day for us all.
Oh, let's see. Sore topic, huh? Or why did you have family here? Or I can only imagine. Sorry, I asked. Have we heard about this massacre?
All people are part of the Philosophist family. I've come to accept that, along with the additional weight of their deaths.
Okay. Well, tell me more about your teachings.
Awakening is available to all whose minds are ready to accept it. What would you like to know?
Well, let's see here. Do you believe in a creator?
Not in the sense of a single entity, fashioning the universe as a whittler fashions a flute. The universe came into being over time, organically, naturally, and without purpose. In that sense, I suppose you could say that, in the interest of finding its purpose, the universe itself created all living things.
Whoa. I think I just felt my brain kick into a higher gear. Is this what you folks call enlightenment?
If it were only that easy, my delightfully eager friend. You've taken but one step on our long and arduous, but ultimately fulfilling, path toward the eternal truth. Go ahead.
What do you mean by awakening?
The point of no return. When your mind fully opens to the eternal truth. Every philosophist experiences it along the path to enlightenment. For many, it is the first brush with the cold of death, when they realize that all of their lives have boiled down into the single truth of that moment. Mine was witnessing my friend and colleague transform into the very evil we sought to combat. Now he runs MSI just like the overlords before him.
Yeah. Let's see. I've brushed with death, but I don't believe any of this. Or, but his workers enjoy much more freedom than those of the board. Or, so Sanjar betrayed you. You turned to religion, and now here we are. I mean, his workers do seem to enjoy much more freedom. What does Graham say about that?
Their leashes may be longer, but their collars are just as tight.
Well said. I hear the word eternal thrown around a lot. What is it?
The eternal. We are all part of the consciousness of the cosmos. Each of us plays a tiny role in the universe's continual journey toward understanding itself. You and I, and the rats and the mantis swarms. Divinity is in us all, and the eternal is that divinity.
Okay. But I don't believe in any of this. How can I be divine? Or I must be more divine than a beast? Or even OSI, are their members similarly divine? It's too bad that Max isn't here. I actually kind of wish Max was here, but he's not. I don't know. Let's see what he says about OSI.
Everyone, regardless of ability to believe, is another facet of the universe contemplating its own existence.
Okay. Can we go back and ask him things we didn't get to ask before?
Not in the sense of
Whoa.
Okay, no new things there.
The point...
Okay. I've brushed with death, but I don't believe any of this. Let's see what he says to that.
But then your will is stronger than most. Your moment is yet to come. How exciting!
Interesting answer. So, and now we could say, so Sanjar betrayed you, you turned to religion, and now here we are.
I suppose that's one way to look at it. Another is that misfortune often brings opportunity. I found my path through the tragedies of my past.
Okay, and was there more in here?
You...
Yes, I must be more divine than a beast.
Divinity cannot be quantified, Captain. It is or it isn't. We are or we aren't.
Okay. But I don't believe in any of this. How can I be divine?
Everyone, regardless of ability to believe, is another facet of the universe contemplating its own existence.
I think that's what he said when he asked me about OSI. Never mind.
All right.
And then again, never mind.
Why have you come?
Well, I have some questions for you. I was just looking for ways to help the people here. Anything need doing?
A great many things, in fact.
Like what?
We could always use a hand rounding up supplies.
Or... Now here's an idea. There's an old printing press I've been trying to get up and running.
A printing press on Monarch? Or why? Or wouldn't supplies help more? I'm guessing you need it cleared out. Well, I don't know. A printing press on Monarch?
Oh, yes. Many facilities lie abandoned in the wilderness. I believe the press could be operational again with a little elbow grease and luck. Will you aid us in our cause?
Sure, man. I really want to read that pamphlet.
Wonderful. I requisitioned replacement rollers for it some time ago. Huxley should have delivered them yesterday. Speaking of which, where is Huxley?
You bought rollers? You haven't even cleared the wraps out yet. What are you doing wasting bits on... Wait, where is Huxley?
It seems we're out a runner. If you intend to help our cause, I'll ask you to meet our Msi Supplier in her stead.
Let's see. Where is the supplier?
She meets us in the ruins of Bayside Terrace. From our compound, follow the road north.
Okay. MSI supplies you?
One of our sympathizers, a woman named Carlotta, periodically buys goods on our behalf from Stellar Bay's store. Stellar Bay has caught on, but they remain friendly, though the goods now come at a considerable markup.
Alright. I guess I'll be back.
Wonderful. While you're at it, I wonder if Carlotta still has those high-capacity cartridges? Grab a few, will you? There should be some funds left over from the last shipment. We can use them to copy and modify radio serials. Yes, not just magazines, but their precious dramas.
Unbelievable. I hope I don't have to tell you this, but if there is extra money, would you mind buying, I don't know, food and medicine? Graham, if you need me, I'll be in triage.
I can see where they argue so much. I mean, they both have good points, but they just have different goals, maybe? Different priorities. Well, that gives us some new quests. I like quests. We've got this new one called the Commuter. I find it odd that sometimes it, like, selects the new quest for me, and that's what it's done this time, it looks like. The Commuter, the Iconoclasts, are due to receive a shipment of vital supplies from Carlotta, a sympathizer that resides in Stellar Bay. The meeting is set to occur at the Bayside Terrace warehouse. This is a place that we actually visited in the last episode. Optionally, we can get high-capacity cartridges or extra supplies from Carlotta. Graham wants to tack on some high-capacity cartridges to his order, but Zora would prefer if they could get extra food and medical supplies. But one thing we do need to do is get the printing press rollers from Carlotta, travel to the warehouse at Bayside Terrace, and find Graham's contact, Carlotta. She should have a shipment for him. Retrieve it. Did we get another quest as part of this? I guess we didn't. Yeah, I think we read that. Okay. Well, we didn't get to talk to Zora. Hey, Zora, hold on.
What?
Oh.
Sorry. Long day.
Okay, well, we don't get to talk to her. Do we get to talk to Graham again?
Ah, hello. You're still alive.
Yeah, believe it or not. I have some questions for you.
All right.
Then again, I don't.
Why have you come?
Well, I'll be going now. So really, the reason we came, well, one reason we came was because we're looking for this Tucker guy. But we didn't get the opportunity to ask him about that, so I guess we're on our own there. But he's certainly interesting. Let's keep looking around. Golly, man, they just leave mag picks laying around. How am I supposed to just walk past them without picking them up? Mag picks are very important. Very important indeed. Alright, let's go down here. And we'll walk up this hill. See what's over here. Well, nothing hiding back here. What's this place? Ash. Okay. Who's Ash? What's up, Ash?
Never seen you before.
Never seen you before. I'm new here. You say that like it's a problem, or you sure about that? You're so drunk, you're barely sitting up straight. You say that like it's a problem, dude.
Not for me. Maybe for you. Come out here looking for some better life, kid?
Better life on this shithole moon? Or do people actually come here, like, willingly? Or just passing through? Or maybe not this particular town, but in general, sure.
Just
passing through, man.
Good on you. make a little money, move on. Don't get killed out there, kid. Nothing on this moon for nobody. Just a lot of heartbreak.
Okay. What happened to you here, dude?
A great many things. I'll tell you what. You want to listen to an old man ramble? There might be a job in it for you.
I like
I
jobs.
used to run with a squad of mercenaries here. Good folk. Fella named Lamont introduced me. Thing is, I ain't seen them in an age. Stands to reason they got themselves ate.
Okay, if they got killed, they must not have been terribly talented, or was this a long time ago, or mercenaries, what'd they do? I don't know. What'd they do?
Mostly we protected folk from the beasts here. If it spat, scratched, or stung, we'd kill it for you, so long as you had the bits. We split ways around the time this twice-fucked moon got abandoned. Thing is, I got myself some fond memories. We had some keepsakes of ours we kept in a lockbox, and I've been thinking about seeing it found.
Okay. All right, one lockbox coming right up, or can't you find them yourself? What if they're still alive, or you want mementos, what photographs are? Why can't you find them yourself, dude?
Getting on in years, kid. Legs ain't working like they used to. Sulfur burns a little too long in the lungs. This joint's looking like my last home.
What if they're still alive?
I'll be glad for it, but I ain't stupid. This planet tends to get people killed. I just want some closure.
Okay. So what are you talking about? Photographs or what?
Thereabouts.
Okay. Well, I'll see what I can do.
Appreciate it, kid. I'll mark an outpost on your map. You spend a lot of time out there. Might be a good place to start. Here's a key for the door.
Okay. Well, we got a key card. Look at our quests. This quest is called... what? Where is this quest? Little Memento. Ash, a grizzled old veteran in the Amber Heights bar, has asked you to track down a keepsake box from his old mercenary unit. We're supposed to investigate the outpost. Ash has pointed you toward one of his unit's old outposts, and that is out here. Right? Out here. Where are we now? Why am I not on this map? We're currently in Amber Heights. Okay, that's where we are now. Okay. So, back here is where we need to go to find his stuff.
If you got in your mind that I want company, you're wrong.
Oh, geez. Okay.
Nothing on this moon for nobody. There's a lot of heartbreak.
Oh, boo-hoo. What's your story?
It's pretty simple, kid. I sit at the bar, I drink, I mind my own business. That's it.
Okay. Jeez. Bet I could outdrink you. I overheard somebody saying you were the best to ask about the real monarch. I could buy you a bottle, or I can bust one over your head. Don't call me kid. Or you said you've been around the whole moon. You must know a few things no one else does. I don't know. Let's ask him about the real monarch.
Whoever said that must have been lying. Or maybe they was drunk. I don't know nothing a dozen better folk couldn't tell you. Look, you want to buy the drinks? I'll do my bit to keep you entertained. Just don't ask me to dance.
I wasn't going to. Sure, buy yourself a drink, dude. Tell me a story.
I can't repay no kindnesses now. Alright, so. I reckon one of the most interesting places I've been is the Hot Pole. You know what that is?
I do not. We could use our intelligence. I can make a guess. The hottest place on Monarch is probably the closest to Olympus. If I knew anything about Monarch, I wouldn't be asking you, or I've got no idea. Dude, I've got no idea.
This moon ain't big enough to rotate. It's locked. One side always facing Olympus, the other always facing away. Olympus might not be a star, but it throws off assloads of heat. Monarch's hot pole is the part that's closest to the gas giant. It's in the middle of this big mountain plateau. Volcano's so high the peaks are in space.
Neat. If there's no air, how did you survive? So it's hot, it's high, and there's no air. Or not much nice views, though. Or sounds like a boring place. Nothing can live there. So if there's no air, how'd you survive, dude?
O2 breathers. The heat from Olympus is worse, though. Close your eyes, you can see rays bursting through your eyeballs. Little streaks of light. The funny thing is, then in the middle there's just smooth rock. Circular-like. All the dust blown away. Pale gray with hair-fine cracks all over. I don't know what I was thinking. Maybe I was lightheaded from the O2. But I felt like I had to take off the breather for a moment. Put my ear to the ground.
Okay. If it's hot enough to boil water and you put your ear against a rock?
I did get a burn on the lobe before I smartened up. Put a towel under me. It was at the edge of hearing. Deep down. Far off. Irregular. Tap, tap, tap. Tap, tap. Tap, tap, tap. The sound of a bird pecking out of a shell.
Okay. You made that whole thing up. You had me going through for a minute. Good story, definitely worth the drink. Well, that's fucking terrifying, or what's it mean? That's pretty terrifying.
When there's a groundquake now, I hold my breath. Because I don't know if it's Olympus squeezing us for gravity, or wings getting stretched.
Okay. Welp. Will he tell us another story if we buy him another drink?
I won't decline it.
See what happens.
So, you know about the ocean? It's where the monarchists keep their salt tuna.
Yeah. Uh-huh. I saw it in Stellar Bay. Didn't know it was a whole ocean. Or salt tuna aren't from Monarch, are they? Or after that last story, should I expect this to end with you running into a giant fish? Salt tuna aren't from Monarch, are they?
There ain't a single native beast we can eat. Salt tuna were made in the lab. Goes all the way around the moon. At the twilight band. On one side, the volcanoes at the hot pole. On the other, the storm wall of the cold pole. Nobody knows how deep it is. Never needed to. The salt tuna keep near the surface. What's more interesting to me is the tides.
Oh, yeah? Huh. Yeah, intelligence. If Monarch's locked so one side always faces Olympus, how are there tides? Tides, water comes up, water goes down, no big deal. I mean, is my intelligence so low? And then big ocean circles the planet. This is getting boring real fast, man. Well, I guess I'll ask this.
No big deal on T2, maybe. Or back on Earth, so it's said. On account of how big Olympus is, the tides are monsters. When it's low, the ocean pulls back miles. When it's high, entire islands go under. It ain't so bad in the bay. Likely why they built a city here. But one morning I've gone a ways east. Tides are out, and off in the mud I see something catching sun.
Really? If you're going to tell me sunken alien ruins, I'm going to be real disappointed. Or a salt tuna left stranded by the tide, maybe. Or if it was me, I would have headed out for a look-see. Well, you know that's for sure.
Yeah, we ain't so different, because I laced up my boots and struck out. Standing out there in the mud, miles from any place, is a circle of silver columns. 6 of them, about 2 stories tall, seamless metal. While I'm standing there in the middle of them, my ears start pounding and I see shapeless things out of the corner of my eyes, gray, disappearing when I look straight at them.
Ooh. Oh gosh, if we had medical and science, we could say, sounds like the effects of infrasound makes your eardrums and eyeballs vibrate. But instead we have to say, so now you're telling me you ran into space ghosts, great, or if the columns were metal, somebody must have made them, or are you sure you weren't drinking at the time? I don't know, if the columns were metal, somebody must have made them. Let's keep him talking.
And that's what I figured later. At the time, I was fair distracted. About then, while I'm cussing into the dark miles from shore, I realize there's another sound in the distance. A roaring off in the night. The tide's coming in.
Oh shit, you dumbass, or not to ruin your story, but you obviously survived. I don't know, oh shit.
That's exactly what I said at the time. It gets up to my chest before I start outpacing it. But I didn't stop running until I was on something real damn tall. The weirdest thing? I went back the next low tide. Flew out with an AG loader. The columns were gone. And I've never seen them since.
You sure you went back to the same place, or no evidence, huh? Convenient, or that was pointless? Are you sure you went back to the same place, dude?
Sure as I can be. The moral is, the tides here will kill you if you ain't careful. So so stay the fuck away from the water.
All right. Thanks, Gramps. I'll leave you be. Well, I actually enjoyed his stories, true or not. He's a good storyteller. Hope you enjoyed listening to them, too. It's time for me to end this episode. When we come back next time, we'll continue exploring Amber Heights. There's probably not a whole lot left to see, so we will most probably leave Amber Heights and head out back into the Monarch Wilderness, exploring more of that. I hope you'll join me for that episode, and I hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, why don't you let me know? Leave me a like or a comment. Thank you so much for watching. I sure hope you join me again in the next episode.